Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in. I have I feel like, I don't know who be moving my computer, but I feel like every day I come and it's moved a little bit. Just hit me. I think that's where I usually have it. Anyway, got a pretty good show for you guys today. It is Wednesday, March 29th. I do want to talk something. Probably spend the first 10 minutes of the show after I give out golf mets. Talking about the embarrassment these new age bettors put on the game. It's disgusting, man. Disgusting. I will get on it in a minute. Losing bettors and parlay bettors, these new age bettors. Y'all need to go get a job, bro. Y'all ain't got the cojones, man. Y'all ain't grow up in the mud, bro. All of a sudden it got popular and y'all downloaded the app and think you could turn $5 into $1 million, bro. That ain't how this game work, man. Anyway, I will get more on that because I do have more to touch on in that in a minute. Golf bets. I got two for you. I don't know. I might only give out one. I might only take one. This is kind of a slow week in golf. Everybody's gearing up for the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. Next weekend. First weekend of April. Can't wait. Can't wait. But I do have two golfers I like. I might just take one. I'm not really like geeked about it. NBA announced their Hall of Fame list last night. Pretty good list, man. Pretty good list. You know you're getting old when you yeah, I don't know how to say it. I remember as a kid being like, who? And now I feel like some of these guys in the Hall of Fame younger than me. Also, I will end out the show today. I have I'll check out the bets in the NBA, but I will give out some MLB futures for you guys, team totals and team overs. I'll probably do the last 10 minutes of the show, closing out MLB futures. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives, going live on this fabulous March 29th. 2 days left in March. It went from 80 degrees yesterday down here to 60 degrees. Freezing. Woke up freezing in this house. Just cut the heater on. Everything is all gravy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had one more thing I wanted to talk about on today's show, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I thought about it right before I fell asleep last night, and then I woke up thinking about it, and then make my coffee, come in here. I usually write everything I want to talk about down. But I was just one of them thoughts. I wasn't by a notebook. I was going to sleep. So hopefully it hits me later. Talk about it tomorrow maybe. I have no idea what sport it was even about. Like I have no idea what I was talking about. Let me get these golf bits out the way real quick before I go on a 10-minute rant about these Twitter bettors. These suckers pissing me off, man. It's just they ruining the game, bro. You don't get in this game. Let me get my golf bets out. Get my golf bets out. And yes, this is because of what happened with Bradley Beal. I mean, it's been happening for about 2 years now, 18 months at least, and I've been ignoring it. I've been like, you know what? Crackhead's gonna be a crackhead. I don't do crack. But now it's starting to become the image of what I do in sports gambling is that this is like the norm. That's why it pisses me off. Um, I'm an old school guy. I like things done the old school way. Also, as an old school guy, accountability and cojones. Two things you must have as a man. If you don't have the accountability to look in the mirror and say, I'm the one who lost that money, you shouldn't be betting. And if you don't have the cojones to lose some money, man, just go ahead and get that $10 you put on that parlay to your wife, bruh. To your kids. What the hell is you betting $10 for anyway, man? $10? You think that's a gamble? Anyway, man. This is... Let me get out these golf bets. I'm gonna give out these golf bets. But it's like technology. This is the problem with technology. There's no... Like, you don't have to chase it. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to go to it physically. Go to Vegas like I did when I started gambling. You don't have to physically go to the book, sit there, wait for the old man to walk across the book, put them papers in the little bin so you can go grab your little sheet and look at the lines for the day. You also, because you're not doing none of that, you're not around any OGs. You're not around any veterans of the game. I can't tell you the countless number of conversations I've had with a 60-year-old man in a Vegas sports book who walks in there with a folded up newspaper. Because he came for the day, baby. He ready to put in some work. And I've learned so much through that. I've learned so much from asking questions to the people behind the counter. If it's not busy, man, they'll answer your questions. Go in there on a Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. and ask all the questions you want. I've had betting strategies broken down to me for horse racing. I've had how odds, like I've asked almost every question you can ask to somebody working behind the desk or an old guy that I see regular at a sports book. Now, my favorite sports book in Vegas was Treasure Island. I'm the reason they got a Popeyes where the sports book used to be. Now, that's a joke. However, this is a serious situation. You learn. You lose. Learn some more. You lose. But never once in my entire gambling life have I thought to myself, it's Bradley Beal's fault that I'm broke. It's disgusting, man. Talking about, you messed me out of $1,300. Nah, bruh. You never had $1,300. You had a $10 parlay that was one leg short of a miracle. That's not gambling, man. You can get a 7-year-old child, never even heard of sports, to pick 5 bets a day. And the sun gonna shine on the dog's blank every now and then. I mean, you could put a cat in the oven. That don't make it a biscuit. If you could tweet me where that line is from, what movie, I'll cash that be $20. On my mama. Unless I know you know that I know that you know. Ain't nobody gonna tweet me anyway. Shit is annoying, man. Parlays are for fun. Funsies. Ooh, little funsies. It's not something you're supposed to bank your whole life on. $10 parlays. Come on, man. Even then, grow some cojones, bruh. $10 on a parlay. You gonna get that mad? I'm getting tired of people tweeting, DMing. Like, bro, these professional athletes don't give a hot ham about your $10, bro. That's not why they there. Exactly what Bradley Beal said. That's not why we play the game. I'm kind of mad that sports betting has gotten illegal and as accepted as it is. When I was doing it, catching the Friday night midnight Greyhound bus to Vegas and the 11 a.m. flex bus back to Phoenix, just so I can get my ass back to work on Monday. So I, with a $3,000 winning ticket in my pocket that I can come back next week and cash out. I don't know, man. And I'm not an OG, bro. I'm in my prime. I've been gambling on sports about, see, I mean, if you count the high school lunchroom $50 wages, who gonna win? Since 06, 07. But if you count truly gambling in a book, 12, 13 years, man. So, no, I don't have 30 years of experience to give you. But I do have 13 years of actual good and valuable experience. So I started this show. Finally felt like I was at a place where I can not only entertain and give out winning bets, I can give you some knowledge. Sometimes I wish I had a co-host because I feel like more knowledge would get extracted through a conversation than just me talking to myself. Because out of all this I just said, you might have a question. And somebody that's on the show with me might have that question. Hey, so what do you think about this? This is the best way I see to go about it. So I do wish I could share more knowledge. Maybe I need to think more of how I can do that. But this parlaying stuff, man, I mean, please. I maybe gave out one parlay this entire show. This is the 98th episode. What's it, Wednesday? 97. No, this is 98. 99. And Friday, baby. I need that Wilt Chamberlain paper. That's how I'm going to come on the show Friday. With the 100. Man, let me get to these golf bets. It's a disgrace, man. If you betting $5, $10 on 7, 8, 5 legs and thinking that you're sports gambling or you're a sports better, you ain't nothing but some trash, bro. Might as well go ahead and crawl in that dumpster, man. Honestly, though, let me rephrase that. Do whatever hell you want to do. But just know if you betting $5 to $10 on parlays, if you betting $5 to $10 period on bets, you're not a sports gambler. You're not a sports bettor. You're a hobbyist. It's not even a side hustle. It's a hobby. There's no way you can afford to pay any bill betting $10 a game. It's just no possible way. The profit margin is impossible. And you wonder why you keep losing. And I don't mean losing bets. I mean losing your money. You wonder why that one bad stretch takes you out the game. Because when you do win, you win in $10. How can you get ahead like that, man? Anyway, do that though. If that's what you want to do, like if you're happy there, I got a good job, got a wife, got a family, got a kid. I just like to rush and just, dropping $5, $10 on the game for fun. Do that. But when you lose, understand that. Don't go at these players, man. It's embarrassing. It makes us all look bad. I'm embarrassed to tell people I bet on sports when stuff like this comes out. I really am. You're listening to Captain By a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. Let's get to these golf bets real quick. The NBA also announced their Hall of Fame last night. Pretty good class. Pretty good class. I should have probably looked up if it was more people than just this. I'm gonna look up the whole NBA. You know, sometimes they send you this. I just screenshotted this last night. I was literally at Walmart getting some medicine for my girlfriend, and just popped up. It might be a few more names though. I'm gonna look real quick before I read off the list. Do you remember the time when we first met? Definitely a long list of names here. That boy Coach Larranaga on the list of nominees. Michael Cooper, man, bringing it back. Chauncey Billups. I'm just reading out some of the names that catch my eye on the nominees. Michael Finley. These kids will probably be there. I don't know. Y'all think Chauncey Billups is a Hall of Famer? I do, personally. Mr. Big Shot. Mr. Big Shot. I loved Chauncey in my youth. I loved him with the Pistons. I loved him with the Nuggets. I even loved him with my Knicks towards the end of his career, man. When we got him, I was very, very, very excited. Let me just get to the names that actually made it. I ain't gonna lie. I should have did some research on this. I'm so confused. I never realized they did this much for the Hall of Fame, bro. They got like nominees. They got finalists. I really don't know who's in the Hall of Fame right now. I'm guessing they still got to vote. That's what it feels like from this article. But yeah, I'll read out the names that they say are star-studded Hall of Fame finalists announced. You got Jennifer Ozzie, Gene Bess, Gary Blair, Paul Gasol, Becky Hammon, David Hickson, Gene Keady, Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker, Greg Popovich, Dwayne Wade, Marion Washington. Tony Parker makes it. Chauncey definitely got to make it. I don't think Tony Parker's Hall of Fame worthy. I think he's good. Definitely think he's good. I mean, I guess the rings help him. And it was the first ring they got. Not the first ring. It was the first ring he got. I think it was that was 03. Second ring that the Spurs got in that dominant 10-year stretch. I mean, they really had a dominant 20-year stretch, but that like 99 to 09 stretch where they won like every other year, it felt like 99, 03, 05, 07. That first ring, 03, Tony Parker really did. He was the difference maker. But after that, I mean, I don't know. Shout outs to y'all, man. Hats off to all of y'all. Dirk Nowitzki, definitely an icon in the game. I think one of the most underrated superstars. And I don't mean underrated as in like his... People know he was good. People say he was good. But he doesn't get talked about as a game-changing player like he should. He doesn't get talked about as a decade-defining player as he should. He doesn't get talked about as the champion that he should. So he definitely paved a path for the NBA today. The Giannis's, the Jokers, the Lukas. Dirk wasn't the first, but I think he was the greatest, if that makes any sense. Since Dirk Nowitzki's ring in 2011, there's literally, there might even be more, I don't know the word. I don't want to be disrespectful. So I'm just going to say more people not from America in the NBA than from America, which is a beautiful thing. All different cultures and styles of basketball accumulating to bring you what the NBA is. Let's get to these golf bets real quick. Get to these golf bets. 20 minutes. Right on time. Right on time. And then he pressed charges. Come on, man. There's 3 things in that story that show me you soft, bro. You bet a parlay, soft. You lost and cried about it, soft. Cussed a man out, and then when he knocked your hat off, should have slapped the hell out you. You press charges, soft. What Eddie Murphy say? S-O-F capital T, soft. Y'all probably know that movie. Y'all probably know that one. If you don't, get your game up. Get your game up. Ooh, I just clicked on MLB to look at futures and noticed that they already have the opening day lines up for tomorrow. Anyway, let me stop playing, man. Y'all here for the golf bets. Ooh, definitely about to bang these overs, bro. I know it's opening day. Their aces are gonna be out there. Y'all don't understand, bro. Like y'all really, I don't think, and I don't understand. This is my guessing. This is me. I shouldn't say y'all don't understand and then give you an opinion that has no fact behind it. But my opinion about the sport of baseball now is that it is no longer, how do I say this? Let me put it this way. It's a thinking game. It's a game of composure. It is a game of strategic precision. And now you're rushing everybody. And it's cool. I don't think the first inning it'll really bother anybody. 15 seconds, let's get in the groove. Get in the groove. But you get that third inning out there, man. You start wanting to stretch a little bit. You got runners on second and third. 1 out. Oof, 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 oof. Cleanup hitter comes to the plate. You're going to want to think a little more. But you can't. So now you're rushed even more. That 15 seconds feels like 7. Just gave up a single. Up the middle. 2 runs just scored. Now you're flustered. Now you're flat. But you can't compose yourself. You got 15 seconds. They might have moved it to 20. I didn't read the new rule changes because any rule changes at this point in MLB. Pointless. The game has been... it's a beautiful game. I was about to say it's been ruined, but I don't want to ruin it for y'all. If y'all like it. But, so just imagine that. You get paid millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And now you're rushed. Hey. No. Go to first. He was 2 seconds too late on the pitch. So you got that aspect of it. You also got the 3 inches shorter base pass, which I still don't get how they don't understand that you could still have 90 feet and make the bases 3 inches bigger. I think that rule change of making the bases 3 inches bigger and they actually making the base path 3 inches shorter shows how ignorant and dumb the people that make these rules are. Because anybody with common sense can tell you, make it 3 inches bigger. You could still do 90 feet. And for baseball fans that watch baseball, how many times is the runner out by that much? The foot's like right here. Guess what? Now he's gonna be safe. So now you got a routine grounder to third, but he beat it out. Damn. Hurry up. Now you just like the pitchers, especially I don't know, man. I'm betting overs, bro. Ace or no ace. I'm betting overs, dog. Especially this Yankees over. The hell they thinking 7.5? Two of the worst opening day pitchers on the league. Anyway, that was a kind of a joke. A shot at the Garrett Cole, who I think is big booty trash. Um, I gotta look at this on my own time, man. Phillies Rangers, you can get over 6.5. I don't think the books understand that they changed the rules, but it's all good. I'll take it. I can get the Mets on the money line, damn near even money. Ooh-wee. I know Sandy's pitching, but I don't know, man. I do not know. I don't think the Marlins could. I think eventually the Mets break through. Sixth, seventh inning, they'll put up 5 or 6 runs. That's the thing about this too. Once the floodgates open, I think it's gonna be open. Again, once the offense catches rhythm, that 15, 20 seconds is gonna feel like 5 for pitchers. Not only is it gonna feel like 5 for pitchers, it's gonna be enforced like it's 3 seconds for pitchers. And so man, I think a lot of players are gonna get hit. I think it's gonna be an ugly scene when some of these pitchers are rushing and can't command their pitches. I think it's gonna produce a lot of walks also because of that. I definitely think it's gonna be a lot of hanging, all speed stuff that's gonna get smacked around. I think that's what the MLB wants. I think they want 17 to 16 games. I think they want games to reach the 20s on a regular basis. I think they're trying to reach this TikTok audience, which is a shame for us old cats out here. Man, I cannot wait to give y'all some baseball bets tomorrow. Ooh, I love it, man. There's nothing I love more than looking at some baseball lines. My favorite sport, college basketball. Favorite sport to bet, baseball. It's not even close. Not even close. Betting baseball gives me a certain feeling. An emotional certain feeling. Let me hurry up though, man. I'm getting ahead of myself about a way I could rap. Let me give y'all my division winners. I don't really do win totals, man. I thought I was gonna do them. I went over every team about 2 months ago. If you want to go back and look for it, I went over every team's win totals if I would take the over or the under and why. I dedicated about 2 shows to that. I want to say back in February, maybe late January, maybe late. I don't know. Whenever these numbers open, if I was you to make it easier, I would look at what day did Sportsbook open baseball win totals, and then go look for my shows from that point until you find them. Shouldn't be too far after it. I like to jump on things fresh. So yeah, I really don't want to sit here and go through every one of these again. But I will give you my division winners that I took. I took everything plus money. I mean, really, the only bet that's minus money you can get is Cardinals, Dodgers, Astros. So I didn't take the Astros because it was a little too juiced. Minus 245, and there's not one team in this division that's even going to be close. I mean, last year, what they win by 20 games? Like, this division is a joke, man. I mean, I'm glad they're doing the more interleague stuff this year. I think they're doing that specifically for the Astros. Hopefully, they're not as dominant, beating up on the Rangers, Angels, A's, and Mariners all year because, whoo, those teams trash, boy. Anyway, starting in the American League Central. If I was gonna really be honest with y'all about this one, I think it's up in the air, man. I think the Tigers and Royals are gonna take a small step forward. I think the Twins, Guardians, and White Sox. It's gonna be, of course, it's gonna be one of them. I took White Sox. It's my favorite team. Strictly a fan bet on this division. Honestly, just because of bullpen and pitching, I kind of want to go in Guardians. I didn't. No, I took Guardians. Yeah. Guardians. Yeah. Listening to Captain Buy a Hook with the Red Beard, Rowan Donaghy, Rowan, aka Rowan Dobbs, breaking down MLB division winners. Um, if I wasn't a White Sox fan, like I said, I really don't. This is a season long bet. This is a bet to help me root for them. So in this division, I took the White Sox at plus 210. But I mean, I wouldn't do that blindly. Yes, that's my favorite team, but I didn't bet them last year. Didn't bet them the year before. I just stayed away. But for content reasons, I bet it. I bet the White Sox plus 210. I do like the Guardians. I don't know if they have the hitters to compete, put up runs. Their pitching staff was phenomenal last year. And then you got the Twins, the mighty Twins. They couldn't get it rolling last year. They might this year though. Buxton, Correa. Yeah, I could picture his face, but I can't think of his name. Twins got a squad, man. I like the Twins game, but I think the White Sox is embarrassed of what happened last year. They lost Jose Abreu, which breaks my heart, man. More than y'all ever know, but it does open up spots. We had a few young guys we couldn't get on the field. We couldn't figure out where to put them. I should have looked that up. I don't know what the White Sox are doing about second base. That's really the only hole in on the whole team, man. But I think a lot of these hitters are embarrassed of the performance they put up last year. And honestly, I know everybody misses Jose Abreu. I miss him. I wish he would have retired a White Sox. I wish it's not gonna feel right Thursday night watching that 79 in blue and orange. I might even get a little emotional. Watch Jose grow up in a White Sox uniform, man. From the minors to the majors. Watched him win MVP in 2020. Watched him lead the league in RBIs. Literally watched him carry his team. I watched him get the guys going. I watched him keep the spirits going in the dugout. Great baseball guy. But I think all these other players, I think Andrew Vaughn's going to do a fabulous job at first base. I think that's why it's such a tough decision for the White Sox, man. I hate to say he might even be a little better than Jose as time goes, like 4 seasons down the line. I mean, it's hard to be better than Jose, though. And not only, I don't know, man. Jose meant so much to the clubhouse. He meant so much to the other players. You're never going to replace that. No matter how much Andrew Vaughn produces. Andrew Vaughn could hit 50 home runs this year and still not have the same impact Jose Abreu had on the White Sox. So, but I think like T.A., Moncana, Eloy, Luis Robert Jr., I think they get it together this year. I'm a little worried about the pitching, but I think we got good enough pitching to compete. I think our hitters need to hit. And it's crazy to even say this. Since 2019, 2020, we've been waiting for the Eloy Robert show to just take over sports, and it hasn't happened yet. So I'm calling it, man. White Sox win a division behind Eloy and Robert being the dominant outfielder that it is. I can't think of his name, man. Who they got in right field, but he's not bad. I'm going Blue Jays in the American League East. Toronto Blue Jays plus 190. I actually gave this bet out at plus 190 about 2 months ago. One of my best friends texted me that he's on it. Hey, let's get this a guapi. Plus 190 on the Toronto Blue Jays seems like a steal to me. I think the Yankees being favored in this division is strictly a history bet. Like, it's the Yankees. Trash. It's the Yankees, so they're plus 110, while you got the Blue Jays at plus 190. I don't know why the Rays are plus 300. I think they should be a little longer, especially if you have the Red Sox at plus 2200. You can't tell me the Rays are that much better than the Red Sox. Orioles being favored of Orioles being favored above the Red Sox is a little funny. I mean, they're pretty much the same number, though. But give me the Blue Jays at plus 190 to take this division. I love the improvements they made in the outfield, stealing Kiermaier from the Rays and picking up a Dalton Varsho. And a lot of y'all don't know that name. superstar. I watched him in his rookie season last year with the Diamondbacks, hit 27 bombs. He put that team on his back. Um, Great young player, a great leader, and now he's on a ball club where he doesn't even have to be the leader. He can just step in. I mean, can you think about this? Matt Chapman, Vladdy, Varsho, Kiermaier, Springer, Bochette. Who's the ah, they got that fat guy. He be balling though. I, I think it's Kirk. I ate his total bases up last year. But they're gonna have one of the best outfielders in the game defensively. I don't think any balls hitting the outfield wall with these guys. Varsho, Kiermaier, and Springer back there. And then they improved the pitching, man. They already have Manoah. I think Gossman gets in a rhythm in his second season in Toronto. I forgot who they picked up from the Mets, but I was pissed. It's either Taijuan Walker or Chris Bassett. Anyway, whoever it was, I was mad, man. I was. My second team's the Mets, if nobody knows. White Sox, Mets. So yeah, give me the Blue Jays in the American League East, American League West. Like I said, Astros, don't even need to question it. Minus 245 though. I mean, I guess it's an automatic bet. So if you got a good bankroll, just I don't know. I don't know if there's any number that makes it worth it. I don't know if there's any number that makes it worth it. Ow. I mean, yeah, you put 2,500 on it, you want to rack back. But I think that's the only number that makes it worth it. Definitely don't see 245 to 100 being worth it for a season-long wait, you know. American League, National League. This is the National League Central. Not gonna lie to you, my gut is telling me Cubs. I'm gonna take a sip and let y'all laugh at that. I said my gut is telling me Cubs. I love the Cardinals. My favorite player, Nolan Arenado, is on the Cardinals. My favorite player, yes, my favorite player. Since he was with the Rockies, yes, my favorite player. I went with the Brewers, man. I think the Brewers I think they made some quiet moves. I think they have some young players ready to take a step forward. I think the Brewers team is put together and ready to win. It's just sometimes it comes down to pitching, man. But then that's the thing. The Cardinals, I think, have improved their pitching tremendously. The Cardinals, I don't know. I can go either way on this. I can go Cardinals. I can go Brewers. I have my money on the Brewers probably because it's plus 170 instead of minus 129. It's probably what ultimately helped me make that decision. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to see this money for 6 months if I see it ever. So, I don't know. I like the Cardinals and I like the Cubs. I might bet all three. I did that in the Big East this season. It was kind of exciting. But I had all those numbers like plus 2,000, plus 3,000, and plus 800. So it's nothing like plus 170, minus 129, plus 620 where if anybody wins, I'm happy. So I don't know, man. I got the Brewers winning the National League Central Division. That's my final answer. But I love what the Cardinals are about to bring to the table. Like right now, I want to tell you Cardinals. But 2 days ago, I put my money on the Brewers. So that's the bet I'm giving out. I'm going to add on to my bet slip. I got Cardinals and Cubs in my bet slip. Let's have some fun. Baseball season, baby. National League West. How can you not take the Dodgers? The Giants have taken a step back. The Rockies are in no man's land. The Diamondbacks, ooh, very exciting team. I think they get to 90 wins or 88 wins. I think they get around that range. The total over, I think it's 75 in the hook. I think they go over that. I think they get into the, I want to say 84 to 94 range of wins. But I don't think that would be enough to compete with the Dodgers, who have dominated the National League West for as long as I can remember. Padres, let's touch on them real quick. Padres have the best team in the history of baseball on paper. The problem with that is you don't play baseball on paper. The second problem with that is it's the Padres. If you watch baseball the last 3 seasons, you get what I mean. The Padres, no matter how great of a situation they are in, how do I say this? They figure out a way to mess it up. Last year's playoff run was fantastic, surprising, amazing. Imagine if Tatis was on that field with them. They might have done something. They picked up Bogarts. They got even better. I just feel like they're going to figure out a way to blow 2 or 3 months of this season. And that's ultimately going to be the reason why they don't win the division. But I will tell you this. Saying all that, I think the Dodgers are getting a little old, man. I think the Dodgers, I don't know how to, like, I think the Dodgers, I mean, they do have one of the best farm systems in the league. So just because they got rid of a bunch of names that we were used to, these new names might be even better. But as of right now, I think the Dodgers are in one of them transition seasons that's a little funky, a little weird. I don't know if they have the chemistry. I don't know if they have the pitching. I don't know if they'll have the hitting. Players are going to be in different positions. I mean, we watched it last year with the Yankees. That's exactly what happened. Players were out of position. You're out of position, it just don't feel the same. The game don't feel the same if you're not where you've been your whole life. So give me the Padres, man. Plus 130. Disgusted to even say it. Plus 130 on the Padres. How can you not bet the Dodgers, right? Moving on to the National League East. I'll close out the show with this one, and then I'll get you those golf bets. Braves are plus 100, kind of the easy pick. Phillies plus 280. Not a bad pick. I think the Phillies' last season run was one that we're not going to see again for a while. That was spectacular. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they take that momentum and turn it into something special. I got the Mets, man. Second favorite team, plus 170. Give me the Mets. They picked up my favorite player of Orlando, favorite pitcher of Orlando. My favorite player is Arenado. Second favorite pitcher is Mad Max. So I got both my guys in the blue and orange, baby. I should have worn my Mets hat today because tomorrow got to wear the White Sox hat on opening day. Probably throw the Mets hat on Friday for y'all. But yeah, man. I got Mets plus 170, Padres plus 130, Brewers plus 170, Astros, Blue Jays plus 190, White Sox plus 210 for the division winners. I can't wait to talk baseball tomorrow, man. I know I talked it a little bit today. I love this time of year, man. Getting into the nitty and the gritty. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Oh, golf bets. I've been joking around with y'all about golf bets all show. Give me Siwoo Kim plus 2,000. My guy. I already won me some money back in January. Let me get him rocking for the rocking. Oh my goodness. Almost made a mistake. If it would have won though. Ooh. Almost typed in an extra 0. That would have been tragic. Imagine accidentally putting an extra 0 and now you're just sitting there with like all weekend watching Siwoo Kim with the most like stressed uh you've ever been, hoping you win $22,000 because you got somebody's rent on it by accident. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm hilarious. I am hilarious. All right. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Hideki Matsuyama plus 2,500. Hideki Matsuyama plus 2,500. Give me that also. Um, Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. It's Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives. Please take all wagers at your own risk. Please, please gamble responsibly, and please, for the love of God, be a man about your bets. Please. Nuts up, 10 toes down. Dobbs.